One more type here with another video today. Today we're doing the last of the series of asking me questions. Celebrating 500 subscribers. Woo! Let's go again. Get 1,000. We'll do another live stream. Yesterday was absolutely great, by the way, as you guys reached out and helped me out a bunch. All right. Question number 1. If I could only wear one fragrance for the rest of my life, which one are you choosing? Well, which one are you choosing? So am I choosing like 2 or 3 and then picking one out of them all? If I have to choose 3 and then choose one out of them all, yes, Silver Mountain Water, Gris Charnel by BDK, and then there's Credavensis. Credavensis isn't really that great to me, to be honest, but Gris Charnel and Silver Mountain Water, that's hard. Silver Mountain Water is more useful for everyday use, and it comes off very neutral to me, especially when I've gotten compliments on it. They always say, oh, this fragrance really, really fits you very well. And I'm like, why? And because the aura, my just relaxing, chill guy aura. Cool. Number 2, be real. Have you ever bought a fragrance just because of the bottle design? Yes. So the House of Oud, the time, the main majority part that convinced me was the bottle design on that. If you guys don't know, the bottles are made in ceramic and the base are made in, they're made in metal. I'll show you the bottle. Like, come on, you want to buy a bottle of this? Like, that bottle's beautiful. It's crazy. You don't see perfume bottles made like this. But really, really great scent. I love this stuff. It reminds me of Japan, and I cherish it deeply inside my heart. So yes, I definitely bought this because of the bottle. Number 3, what's the biggest L you've ever taken in fragrance purchase? It must have been one that I sold recently, that I did a last minute purchase. I gotta think. There's been a couple of L's that I've been taken when purchasing fragrances. But I sold the bottles later on. Like Invictus Platinum, I bought that one because of compliments. And it did get me compliments, but I bought it within the wrong reasons. And then 1 Million Elixir, that was probably like my 10th bottle of fragrance that I bought. And I sold that because of the fact that, again, got me compliments and I was just about it. So I sold it because of financial hardships. So don't buy bottles just because of financial hardships and just for compliments too. Because you will bankrupt yourself. Number 4, if someone made a fragrance inspired by your personality, what would it smell like? Tea. Brother, tea fragrances. Inspired fragrances that describe my personality, tea, citrus, musk, blue. That would be my type of fragrance. So I would follow between mixing of like blue noir and then Silver Mountain Water. If you combine those two together, that would describe my personality really, really well. 5, if a car brand had to make a signature fragrance, which brand would make the best one? I think this is a car related question, but it's okay. Porsche. If Porsche made a fragrance that was musky and luxurious, I'm buying that Porsche fragrance. I absolutely love Porsches. Porsche 911 GT3 RS, you have the Porsche Cayman, you have so many cars, the Porsche Spider, and they all just look beautiful. They all have the iconic headlights and body style that I'm just in love with them so much. So it would be Porsche. What's a scent that instantly brings back a strong memory for you? There's 2. Again, the House of Oud, the time, and then there's another one called Lies by Le Labo. So both of those fragrances remind me of Japan really, really well and brings back memories from that. And then another fragrance is called Tamarindo by Memo Paris. That one reminds me of Puerto Rico really well. Pina Colada, that's all you have to know. Really, really good fragrance. Number 7, what's the most underrated and overhyped fragrance in your opinion? Overhyped, Aventus. Aventus is so overhyped. So overhyped. Underrated, I think the House of Kerosene is extremely underrated. And I think the House of... what's the other one? I'm trying to think of the other one, but it's not coming up in my head. The Sospiro brand is definitely slept on for sure. 8, if you could make your own fragrance, what would you name it? I would name it... Had to name my own fragrance, it would have to be. I would call it Quiet Room. I don't know. I'm trying to be as creative as possible. 9. If you could only gift one fragrance to someone, what's the safest option that won't disappoint? Damn. Blue Noir by Narciso Rodriguez is very, very user friendly, no matter who you are. And the second fragrance, like if am I just making sure that they're well pleased with the fragrance, or am I just making sure it's budget friendly? If price doesn't matter, Scent of Peace for Him by Bond Number 9, really, really good. Aventus. But if budget is definitely an option, Coach Blue is a really, really good one. And alt fragrances, all their clones. You don't have to spend top dollar for a gift. You can buy clones of niche fragrances and gift that. And then last but not least, what's the most shocking reaction someone has had on a fragrance you wore? MFK 724. My aunt gave me a compliment and she's like, wow, you smell so great. And then I'm like, huh? And then she was just like, what are you wearing? And then I was like, I'm wearing MFK 724. And she's like, oh, is that one of those expensive perfumes? And then I'm like, yeah, it's like a $350 bottle of fragrance. And she's like, whoa, a little bit over dramatically. And then I said, well, it's just a sample. I just got the sample of it. And she was like, well, it smells really good. And I'm like, oh, thank you. So that's been one of the most craziest reactions I've gotten. There's probably been a couple, but I don't quite remember when those happened. But it's been quite a bit since I've gotten a compliment. But most of the times, your compliment getters are going to continue getting compliments. So your Dior Sauvages, your Versace Eros, your Blue de Chanel, your YSL L'Homme, you know, all of those. Oh, the Prada L'Homme, sorry. And the YSL L'Homme that they have too. Those are the ones that are usually going to be the ones that get a lot of compliments. And if you just buy those, that's all you have to do to get compliments. But for me, as far as this hobby has been for me, it's not really about reactions. I think it's as long as it is for you personally and you like it wearing it, then that's more than enough. And acid reflux is driving me crazy for the past couple of days. And that's it, really. So if you guys want to check out these fragrances, I got this off Sense Angels. Usually have really good prices on bottles. So I always go there for my fragrance uses. Scent Decant for 1 mLs. And then I go to Decant X for anything bigger than a 5 ml. Really good stuff. Definitely check out the House of Oud. Sacred Groove is another good one. Extremely underrated, but if you like Amber Moss by Montel, you're gonna like Sacred Groove by the House of Oud. Really great fragrance. Really, really great stuff. And a little bit of backstory is I got into fragrances by quitting smoking, and I used the money that I quit smoking to buy fragrances. And I'm now probably like 3 years clean in August. No, 4 years clean in August from smoking. And that's the best thing you could ever do for yourself. So you're trying to quit a bad habit, get into fragrances. What? You're going to smell good? That's the worst thing that's going to happen to you? But we'll close out the video at that. Thank you guys again for 500 subscribers. And this ends the series of Get to Know Me and celebrating 500 subscribers. I got more content for you guys coming up. Following up with a Civic video. I try to be as consistent as possible with my Civic stuff. But money is always an issue here. So I pray that God holds you today in this beautiful weekend, and that you don't lose hope when faith is standing on your side. I love you guys. You already know. God loves you too. Peace out.